Hey, Warrior Saints! Welcome to Tuesday's episode of our Crucifixional live stream. Glad to have you beautiful people with us. Happy March. We're in March. We're talking about polarity and division. I use the word polarity, because I'm talking about being polarizing, right? So that's what I mean when I'm talking about polarity. Not necessarily a battery has a positive and a negative side, although it fits, right? And one of the places that we see polarization happen so frequently is in the church. Now, the church, listen to the word church. In Greek, it is ekklesia, which you may know of or see where it gets the root of ecclesiology, right? So ekklesia, and forgive as I bang through the etymology here, parsing the words. It's from a root, kalo, which means to call. And so it calls someone to come together and assemble. So the word ecclesia, church, means an assembly. People have been called and they assemble and come together. Come together, not come in the same space to be against one another. It is a place of assembling together in the name and love of Christ. It's a family, right? So in our parish here in Arizona, we don't call ourselves a parish. We call ourselves a family. We would often use the word parish family of St. George. That's just how we talk, right? Because we are coming together. But then you have some moments, and I'm sure you've all experienced it, and unfortunately, maybe some of you have even been the impetus behind polarization in the church. When people bang heads against one another, bang heads against the pastoral staff and the teachers in the church, the priests and so on, bang heads against the theology of the church, bang heads against everybody. And why do we bring this polarity into the church, this polarization into the church? I think the reason, well, there's many reasons, but one of them is that today's world is a world of polarization. It's trendy. It's chic. We're all supposed to be against those who don't think like we think. And we gravitate towards those who think like we think. So we can have like buddies, right? A team. And in this division, we bring it into the place of assembling in unity. And this, brothers and sisters, is dangerous. It's devastating because now you're infecting God's house, really, infecting it with the chaos of the world, right? You understand that? And we do that because, look, I'm going to talk about myself, but I'm really talking about me through me to all of you. We all have stuff. We all have something in our lives. Something happened in our rearing as a child, something we experienced in childhood, anger, stress in our marriages or our workplace, physical health, just the litany of things that we're all carrying, the baggage and there's chaos inside of us. And we bring that chaos into the church, right? Because somewhere inside, maybe even subconsciously, we're looking for healing. We're looking to struggle through our challenges in an environment where God is, in the environment where God is. And rather than embrace that, we try to make the chaos that we feel inside happen outside, so that somehow there's a balance, right, of the chaos in the outside world, so it matches what I'm feeling on the inside. And then there's some semblance of peace, not because we like the chaos, but because there's chaos all around, and it's not just in me, it's out there as well. And we may not even be thinking that kind of stuff consciously, but it's the need to make the outside look just like the inside, that chaos. And we become polarizing figures. Whether, like I said, it's attacking fellow Christians in the church, fellow church members, the pastoral staff, the theology, the teachings, the way things are run, whatever we may say, right? Like people, how often have we gone after choir directors or chanters or board members or priests, or Sunday school directors or whatever it may be, that we attack other people for doing all of these kinds of things? We find ourselves playing the game of polarity. And then, what do? We gossip about those people with other people, hoping to bring them into our secrets and into our own divisive mindsets. This is dangerous for us. And so as warrior saints, I'm going to put the task forth to you right now. As we heard yesterday in Titus, excuse me, I'm so sorry, in St. Paul's epistle to Titus, chapter 3. As for a person who stirs up division, after admonishing or correcting him once or twice, don't have anything else to do with him. Get away from him. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It took me a long time. I've been in this particular parish for 22 years now. It took me a long time to get here. But I have realized that very often, if I, Father Chris, make a mistake in my pastoral ministry, I'm quick to say, oh, I did that. Sorry. Forgive me. Let's fix it and move forward. As much as I am attacked for all of the things that I do wrong, I know that I can't be wrong all the time. I'm wrong, but not all the time. Nobody can be wrong all the time. So if it's a constant bombardment of that kind of stuff, which you may also feel in your life, it means that other people may be bringing that to you. And sometimes I've noticed over the years, there are some people who are just, they're looking for it, right? They are desiring to be factious or divisive, polarizing, right? They like that because, like I said, when there's disharmony out there, it matches the disharmony they feel in here, and it feels a balance for them. And so as I noticed over the years with these people that are constantly, continually doing that type of division and polarizing, I don't want anything to do with them anymore. I'll serve them. They're in the hospital, I'll go visit. They need communion, I'll give it to them. God forbid. They die, I will bury them. I'll do absolutely. But I'm not going to spend time anymore engaging and listening to this constant division, this creation of the disharmony and chaos inside to match the outside. St. Paul is telling us you don't want anything to do with that. We are struggling, fighting every day as warrior saints to find peace and a message of hope, not a message of why everything's so awful all the time. Look, the bottom line is this. I'll end here really. Like, the gospel of Jesus Christ is good news. It's great news. I mean, it's a message of hope. It's a message that the greatness that we have been made for, it's possible through living a crucifixional life. It is possible to be the very best person we can be. There's hope in that. There's beauty in that. Why do we therefore want to focus and spend all our time dealing with why everything is so bad? Okay, fine. There are bad things. Fix them. Fix yourself first so that you can fix that stuff out there. If you spend the time whining and complaining and indulging yourself and engaging in all this division and polarization, you're just going to find that disharmony inside you only grows. Instead, get rid of that stuff. I'm not telling you to kick people out all the time. Absolutely not. But just don't engage in that kind of stuff. Don't find yourself constantly, as we said earlier, drinking by gallons the Kool-Aid of polarization. Spread unity and spread peace. To do that, you've got to be a warrior saint. That's how it works. Jesus Christ showed us the way. He showed us that living crucifixionally is the only way to conquer that kind of stuff and to be a harbinger of peace and unity. If you visit warriorsaints.org, which you see right here, this website, you are going to go there now and subscribe to the Way of the Warrior Saint. It's our flagship offering. It's a library filled with video teachings to help us as we become warrior saints, bringing unity and peace in an otherwise fractured world. Love you, beautiful people. We're going to be back tomorrow, hopefully with some practical tools on how you can do that. Till then, as always, keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.